The comments by the Sergeant Phil Wild about low-level speeding fines, will there be any repercussions for him for making those comments?
Yes. He's going to go and have a talk to Bob Hill, and Bob's going to talk him through some of the research. Look, it's not helpful when particularly someone who's not in the road safety space makes comments like that. Whilst I understand that it's quite populist, and whilst I understand that there's an enormous number of people in the community that don't like the low-level speeding infringements, there is a lot of research out there that says this makes a difference, and that's what we're bound for. We look at the research, and that's how we develop strategies.
So will he be disciplined?
No. There's no point, Neil. Look, we'll try and talk him through the research. He may or may not take that on board. Look, I know from my days in the road safety space, many of our highway patrol members didn't like infringing under 10 or 15% over the speed limit. They'd rather catch the big fish, those really high level speeders, and that's again the beauty of cameras, that they don't have that piece about, will we be a bit softer on this person or the other.
But what is the tolerance on a camera?
Neil, we don't talk about that.
But that's part of the problem, isn't it? People think they're going to get nicked at 61 and a 60.
Yeah, we all know that's not the case. And look, I think you could probably talk to people and see when they're infringed and they're not infringed, and work out what the tolerance and thresholds are by doing that. But by me saying what they are, it actually sets a speed limit that's above the 160 or 50 or 40 or whatever it is. So I don't like to talk about it, but people don't get booked for doing 1 kilometre or even 2 kilometres over the speed limit. But again, Neil, I take you back to the fact that we look at the research, and the research shows that low-level speeding is a factor in about 20% of all fatalities. And Neil, I'm not sure if you remember back in '87, the then government at the time decided to move some country speed limits up from 100 to 110.
Yep.
And in that time, we had a 30% increase in the road trauma on those roads. The roads were then turned back to the 100, and we had about a 30% drop in road trauma.
But that's significant speed. That's not 61.
Neil,
65.
it was from 100 to 110. So it wasn't. This is what many people will argue, that the speed limit should be 110 or it should be 120. Even increases of that magnitude result in far faster speeds. They result in far harder impacts, and they result in far more deaths. Talking Melbourne.